Okay, my name is Daniel Ewerman, as Donny said, and I'm the CEO and founder of a service design company called Transformator. The first one in Sweden specialized in service design, and we've been doing this for 10 years now. I hope that I will totally change your view on service innovation. On service innovation. This is my son. His name is Mark. He's 6 years old. And I asked him to make me a drawing of an inventor. And he asked me then, should it be a factory or should it be a laboratory? I said, of course, do whatever you want. And he made me this drawing and told me that this is a factory, and this is an inventor with grey beard here, and it's a pen, and then they have some kind of steering board, and and I just feel it's like a failure as a father. I mean, he drew a factory when I asked him to draw me an inventor. And I'm born in 72, and this is Professor Baltzar. I don't know how many of you remember Professor Baltzar. I mean, he has a factory, some kind of machine that produces a liquid solving all the problems in the world. I think stories like this and shows like this, they affect how we look upon innovation. And then I searched on the internet, in a dictionary, I saw searching for inventor, and someone who has invented something or whose job is to invent things. Come on. Our view on innovation is probably totally wrong. So we have to change our mental image of what innovation is all about. This is actually the problem. We live in a service economy, and still our mindset is about products. It is about stuff when it comes to innovation. And let me go through the obstacles here. One of the obstacles here is, of course, that we think that we are living in an industrialized era from we did for so many years. We did for so many hundred years, from the invention of the steam engine until, I think to say, like 92 or something. And now we're into a new era, which is more about services. And this is just like a heritage. Of course, that affects our view on invention. We think that, okay, innovations has to be something to do with the industry in some way. And I would say that this is just like, all the fairs out there on the oceans. I mean, we are using GPS, but they're just standing there, just like reminding us of our history. And that's the same with the industrialized time. Or like railway crossing signs. Railway crossing signs in Sweden, they look like a steam engine. That's just history. It's just like the industrialized part. We think if we just calculate good enough, then we will get to an innovation. That's so stupid. We think that's a huge obstacle. We think that if we just looking as much as possible into the company where we are, or into this organization, we can find the innovations there. That's not true. Okay, everyone, welcome. We're going to have an innovation workshop next Wednesday between 2 and 4 p.m. And write it up in your agendas. And then I want you to think outside the box. And please don't forget to bring your Post-it and a lot of pens. And we're going to be so innovative. This is a reality for so many people in the industry. And they're waiting for this Wednesday. They come to this meeting and they got the brief. The brief comes from a survey company telling me that 35% says that they don't like the new offer. 71% says the new price is a bit too high. And then 12% don't have any complaints at all. So, come on, be innovative. Nothing will happen. And this is one of the huge obstacles when it comes to innovation. at all, but also about service innovation. So we have to totally rethink what innovation is all about. Why is this so important? And I would say that our ability for service innovation radically affects our future because, as you know, 75% of our GDI comes from services and also job opportunities. 75% comes from services. When it comes to margins, for a company, for instance, Scania or someone producing product, they have 10% margins on the hardware, on the actual products. And usually, or they could have up to 50% margin on financing, on maintenance agreements, on insurance, etc. It's so important for the company as well to be good in innovating services. We are filling up the world with stuff, as John said before. And what value does it add to our lives? I think that we've long time ago forgot why we are filling up the world with stuff. And we want more out of fewer devices, also as John said, like iPads, etc. Carpools, that gives us this. As Theodore Levitt said, and this is still accurate, I think, that this is still true, people don't buy quarter-inch drills. They want a hole. They want this quarter-inch hole. And that's still, I mean, that we have to think of what people really want from this and not thinking of the actual hardware, product, or the stuff. This is why this is so extremely important. And I'm going to give you 10 steps to successful service innovation. And those 10 steps, I would say, comes from 10 years of experience in this field. Service innovation is not about looking internally. It's about looking out externally, looking out from this company and looking on the surrounding and focus outside the company, not inside the company. We have to become truly customer-driven. We have to co-create with our customers. We have to go out there and ask them and understand their needs and sit together with the customer and understanding. Everybody knows their needs if we're just talking in the right ways to them. Together, we can innovate the ways to solve their needs. Together, we can find those solutions. And when meeting customers, it's not interesting at all how it is or how it was. The only thing that matters is how it could be. So many companies, they tell me that we do our customer service and we ask them how it is. Great. But how could it be? The interesting is, what if? What if we did this way? Talking about how it could be and not about how it is. It is like this, and it's 12% blah blah, and I think this is the way that I usually use my phone this way, and okay, thank you, and just make a note in my... That's not interesting. The interesting is, why? Why are you doing that? Why are you doing it that way? And if you walk there before you're doing that, when you're renting your skis, why? Why? The whys are the base for innovations. Understanding the customer's whys. 12% will not help us in this innovation workshop. The whys will. Be the user. I've met so many people saying me that they work with innovations, but they have never tried this offer. The offer they had before when they have never tried it at all. So we have to be the user. We just have to walk the user's way through our services. Extremely important to be in the customer's shoes. Prototype. everything can be prototyped. Whatever you want to do and to offer a customer, you can prototype it. You could just set it up in a very easy way before you have done all the heavy investments in this new whatever it is, computers, etc. Just prototype it. Do something, talk to 20 people, and see how they react to it. That's the way to innovate. And then always using an iterative process. I mean, we can't just talk to our customers and then thinking and doing, and then it comes a lot of investments, and then 2 years later, perhaps we will launch this product. Talk to them all the time, iteratively, every second week, every month, once a month. We have to meet 10 customers to just ask them, we stand here today, what do you think about it? So, it's all about to strive for leadership in customer relevance, or customer value, so I think Jan said, and not leadership in technology. Leadership in technology is not interesting. It's customer relevance that's interesting when it comes to service innovation. Strive for open innovation, and open innovation is getting out there, talking to people in a very open way, and not internal and confidential processes. That's like the old fairs out there. You know, they just stand there, reminding us of a history before, the industrialized history where we can't show the customers anything because perhaps competitors will steal it or whatever. Open innovation is the future, and not internal and confidential processes. The service innovation leader will be the one that can absorb and then develop relevance on customer needs and demands. The service innovation leader will be the one that can absorb, understand and absorb the customers, and then develop relevance on the customer needs and demands. Thank you very much.